And here comes T-Rex making his way into the ring. Corey Sanders, 23-10, 15 knockouts, and they are wearing headgear. There was some debate about whether they would wear headgear. They're wearing 16-ounce gloves.
You know what, Colonel, I tell people, I knock guys down in the gym with it. I've been dropped in the gym with headgear. It's a false sense of security. You still get hit, you're going to go.
Especially the way a man like Corey Sanders, who's getting booed by the crowd because people want to love Mike Tyson. You know, let me tell you something. I like Mike. He's been a good friend for many, many years, but Corey Sanders is one very likable human being.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
And he's going to stand in there with Mike Tyson, knowing that the crowd's against him. The crowd is here to see, as all of you people that bought the pay-per-view, and I'm sure like most of us when we heard about the announcement, why would anybody buy a heavyweight exhibition fight? Well, the fact of the matter is Mike Tyson is that popular, and you really don't want to miss when he gets in the ring, even though it's an exhibition. You know, I want to see, and I get that feeling. I get a little goosebumps, even though it's just an exhibition fight, to see Mike Tyson in the ring again. Of course, I'm a rabid boxing fan, and I know you are too, Ray.
Yes, I am.
And here's Mike Tyson. He's not wearing headgear. How about that? And listen to the crowd for the former heavyweight champion of the world. A softer, kind of gentler Mike Tyson.
Hey.
And you see the jersey he's wearing for Steele, who's running for a political office from the state of Maryland. And Steele is actually a relative of Mike Tyson and brother-in-law, I believe. And we wish him well in his campaign, a Republican, I believe. Mike Tyson, explosive, won his first 19 fights by knockout, including 12 in the first round. Went on to win this first heavyweight championship, scoring a victory over Trevor Berbick. Unified the title with victories over James Bone Crusher Smith, defending the two belts against Pinklin Thomas, and then became the undisputed heavyweight champion. He won the IBF title over Tony Tucker. His last professional fight, he lost in June of 05 in a 6-round TKO to Kevin McBride, who 2 weeks ago, by the way, got stopped by Mike Molo of Chicago. So Michael Steele is our candidate for office. And that's Jeff Fennick, the Hall of Famer. Mike Tyson, of course, when he becomes eligible, will be a first ballot Hall of Famer. All right, so we're just about set to get the exhibition underway. Mike Tyson and Corey Sanders. Seat Williams is standing by, so let's get it going. Seat, take it away.
Before we get to the introduction of the main event, a couple of folks we want to introduce to you folks out there. The #1 cruiserweight contender in the world. He has a fight in Poland November 25th. Give it up for Steve USS Cunningham. Steve Cunningham.
Steve Cunningham, a terrific fighter in attendance here.
And the man that made this all happen for you tonight, from Las Vegas, the creator of champions, from Sterling Promotions, Sterling McPherson. Sterling McPherson.
Sterling McPherson, kind of nonchalant there.
Gino. Ladies and gentlemen, along with our many viewers worldwide pay-per-view, the moment we've all waited for here. Live from the Chevrolet Center here in Youngstown, Ohio. Let's go crazy! Sterling Promotions presents our main event of the evening. 4 rounds of exhibition boxing in the heavyweight division. A third man in the ring in charge, referee Jim Billers. Introducing first, in the blue corner, he's got black trunks on with white trim. He weighed in at 292.5 pounds, sporting a professional record of 23-11, 15 knockouts. Out of Washington, D.C., the nation's capital, give it up for Corey T-Rex Sanders. And his opponent, wearing solid black trunks, he weighed in at 241.5 pounds, a professional record of 50-6, 44K, hometown, Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York, now fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, the former undisputed heavyweight champion, the former three-time world champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the youngest heavyweight champion of all time, Iron Mike Tyson!
A lot of the youngsters in the crowd just thrilled to have an opportunity to see the great former
That's
champ.
what I'm talking about, Colonel. That's exactly what this is about. The chance for him to see him live and in person.
At least you get the idea of what it was like in the day.
Fight. Let's have a good time tonight, okay? We've had a great show so far.
Give it up, ladies.
All right, you take a look at the tail of the tape, and it'll tell you Mike Tyson's 8 inches shorter. He's 51 pounds lighter. He's 9 years older, and he's giving away 10 inches in reach. So everything is in favor of Corey T-Rex Sanders, except for the fact that Mike Tyson was 50-6 when he was fighting as a professional fighter. He's now 40 years of age against Corey Sanders, who, by the way, had a fight just a week ago down in Kingston, Jamaica, a fight for real. He lost that, but it was a disputed decision in Trinidad to Kristen Maxwell. Okay, let's see what Mike does here. Well, he's got a pretty good pace going, pretty good sparring session. Digging body shot by Mike. Kind of distracted in his corner there. Oh, he drops T-Rex in the first round.
That's what I'm saying, man. He hit him. He hit him.
Caught him with a good right hand.
He's almost apologizing to him now.
6, 7. Hey, you okay, Corey?
He takes his standing 8 count, all right. So we've seen the power of Mike. You know, if Mike were to get back in and fight for a title again, even at age 40, in the early going, he's always dangerous because he can punch.
I've told people 75% of Mike Tyson is better than 100% of most of these guys now.
You know what? I like the movement that I'm seeing from Mike. If Mike had fought some of his last few professional fights with this sort of body movement that he had, he might have done better.
Well, you know, also, but there's no pressure here, you know?
Yeah, that's
he's fighting
like,
relaxed. He's fighting relaxed.
Yeah, and Corey's not putting any pressure on him. Mike is showing some nice movement, but remember, this is a 40-year-old Mike Tyson. Remember, this is a sparring session. It's not for real.
I would like to see Corey drop a right hand on him. Oh, come on.
Mike nailed him with another good
yeah,
right
man.
hand and shook the head.
Corey got to drop something on him. Let's make it interesting. Come on.
Corey kind of parring with his shots.
See, he's making it obvious it's a sparring session. Come on. Some of the best fights I ever saw were in the gym.
This is not one of your Philadelphia gym wars to this point. Mike looks all right, but Corey just sort of catching.
Oh, man, that one pick it up. He's got to pick it up.
Take a long step, Yeah.
Well, the crowd is starting to get on them.
I understand. Because Mike's doing his job to make it interesting, but Corey's not.
They don't know no better.
What did the ref just say? They don't know any better? Yeah, they do. The crowd knows what they see.
Hey, you know what, Colonel? I think the people just said, it just hit him. I actually paid money to see this.
Now there's Mike with a looping right hand, but Corey...
He picked him up. He held him up. He held him up.
10 seconds.
Corey got to throw some punches with some intention behind it.
Well, he hasn't thrown any punches with any bad intention so far. He's just doing the catching on the end of the sparring session. And the crowd doesn't like it. I mean, we're not scoring the round, but I mean, it would have been a 10-8 now, but it doesn't mean anything. That's why the judges aren't scoring the round. Well, listen and hear what they have to say anyway. Well, I can't hear what Jeff Fennick is saying, but I'll tell you, I agree with you, Ray, that at some stage here, Corey Sanders has got to make this into a stronger sparring session. He was knocked down in the first round.
Got caught with a good right hand and legitimate right hand on the chin, and boom, he went down. No, not. Oh, there is another one. I mean, Mike's making it interesting. Corey's got to fight. Corey's the one who's not making it interesting. He's making it obvious it's a sparring session. Mike's not. He's trying to keep it entertaining. Oh, see there, Mike's holding him up. Mike's holding him up. I mean, come on. But this is what it's about. Coming to a place like Youngstown where they normally would not see Mike Tyson, giving them a chance to see him.
Well, that's what it's all about. Mike starts off with a right hand lead, and Corey, as you heard Boom Boom say, he's got to make this into a good sparring session. We got 3 more rounds to go here. Corey powering with the left jab. Corey's not throwing any power shots. Looks like he wants to mix it up a little bit more. Mike knows how to handle a big guy. See, Mike has all the tendencies and the killer instinct that he had when he was fighting for real. But Corey knows he's in there as a sparring partner, and Mike is showing some intensity, but Corey's the one, you're right, that'll make it interesting. And at this stage, it's nice to watch Mike Tyson, use this guy as a punching bag, but it's not interesting for the crowd.
No. And that's what I'm saying. He's not in the gym now. Corey's got to understand he's going to perform. It is a performance.
With Mike not wearing headgear, they may have told Corey, be very careful around throwing shots at his head, but, that's no good for what the crowd came here to see, or the pay-per-view audience around the world. They want to see Corey puts a little bit of pressure on Mike. Again, Mike looking great against a guy who's just on a stationary heavy bag.
It's a little obvious when he's jabbing and missing your head by 2 feet. Jabbing over the edge. Come on, try to hit him with the jab.
You get the jab going. Where's the right hand behind it now, Corey? You got to make it interesting. The side-to-side movement of Mike looks like he's been in the gym, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, he looks. I'm glad to see he's not a shot fighter. It's just guy doesn't want to fight anymore. He doesn't have the heart to fight.
Hey, let me tell you, if you don't have the fire in your belly, there's no sense of being in this sport.
No, absolutely.
And Mike admits that to himself. And of course, I know it was a tremendous disappointment because, he's a guy that always liked to perform, and he didn't perform his last fight. But there's some nice movement here. But again, he's not getting anything from T-Rex.
You could do this maybe overseas somewhere where they're just thrilled to see Mike Tyson because he's bigger than life. But here in a place like Youngstown, Ohio, where people work hard for the money, you've got to make it worth the while if they're going to pay for it.
Well, this will definitely sell overseas because for the same reason that people in Youngstown came, they want to see Mike Tyson in person. Mike would have let that go. Had that been a real fight, that right hand would have gone and hit its target after the bell. How many times do we see that when Mike was fighting for real?
Oops.
Again, I don't know what we all expected, but I would just like to see Corey pick it up a little bit to give the crowd in attendance, and of course you people that paid you good money to watch the pay-per-view, an opportunity to see Mike get hit with a few shots too.
Exactly, that's my point. Let him, I like to see Corey Sanders throw a straight right hand right down the middle, hit Mike Tyson, see what happens.
Well, maybe they'll let it all out in the final round. This is the third round. It's scheduled, of course, for 4 rounds. Mike Tyson, and the score is academic. It doesn't mean anything, but certainly Tyson won the first 2 rounds.
It's only the third?
Ray, you want to do this again? This is round number 3.
That would be, that's a good idea. One of the guys from the truck yelled in my ear, maybe after the fight, Mike Tyson challenge anybody from the crowd to do a fight who wants to get in the ring and fight with him. That'd be interesting.
Well, it's a circus, but it hasn't gone that far. Entertaining in terms of the opportunity for the people here in Youngstown to see the former great champ in action. But T-Rex just not really putting out, and we don't know what the instructions were before this exhibition, what he was supposed to do, but he's certainly not throwing any right hands with bad intentions, and very few jabs. Just Mike sort of using Corey Sanders as a live heavy bag. And he is heavy at 292 pounds.
Yeah, that was a good jab. He stuck him down. Come on, man. Corey, throw something back, baby.
Tyson showing some intensity here. Again, just no defense by Sanders, who tries to tie him up.
Let me take it, guys. Let me take it. Relax. Let me take it.
Corey comes after, but he doesn't come after throwing. Mike's showing some nice quickness in his hands, but I used to watch guys like George Zavallo hit the heavy bag, and you wonder how anybody could ever stand in there. That's basically what Mike Tyson is doing now.
Exactly.
I mean, Mike has got power. Power is impressive. I like some of the movements we're seeing, but the fact that we're not getting much out of Corey Sanders isn't making it a great exhibition. I mean, this is nice to watch Mike, beat up on a glorified heavy bag is what we're seeing.
Exactly. You know what?
And I don't mind seeing it. I mean, I'm enjoying watching Mike Tyson myself.
I like to see him drop Corey Sanders with a good shot, and let's see what happens.
Let me take it, guys.
Drop him again. Make it exciting.
Mike caught him in the first round and dropped him with a good shot, and that was a legitimate shot too. He didn't pull that punch, he let it fly. Corey able to get back up. There was some talk of Mike Tyson wearing headgear because Sterling McPherson, who's promoting this World Tour, didn't want Mike to get cut because they have fight scheduled for... Nice right hand, Mike. Boy, that cut, Corey.
Nice holding him up again. He's holding him up.
Mike's sort of waltzing with him so he won't go down. But he caught him with a really good shot. And another looping right hand.
And his legs buckled.
Yeah, they buckled him. So plenty of power. So we're seeing, what you would expect to see if Mike Tyson were, working in the gym against a heavy bag, basically, because Sanders isn't giving him much offense.
No.
And we know what Mike can do in terms of his power. And if he fought in, let's say, competitive boxing again, certainly for 4 rounds, Mike Tyson is as tough in the early going as any fighter that ever fought for the first 4 rounds.
Remember? Boom! Oh, that's a good punch, man.
Yeah, nice dipsy doodle by Mike.
Boom! That double bang, that double body punch. Hey!
When he throws, he still has the intensity.
Yes,
like
he
this.
does. Oh, that buckled him. That buckled his knees.
I'll tell you one thing. It's a good thing that Sanders is wearing it here because some of those punches are very flush.
His head might have ended up in the 3rd row.
Well, and what we've seen tonight, then, so far, Mike just tremendous power shots throughout the course of this exhibition. Now let's see if in the final round of the fight we actually get a fight.
That's what I'm saying. You're saying fight, and I know we're saying that loosely.
Well, it is an exhibition.
It is an exhibition, right? No,
and I don't know what we expected but entertainment. And I am entertained by the fact that I love seeing, Tyson throw these big body shots that everybody wants to see. But it's not as if he couldn't do that to any stationary target like this.
Colonel, I always say though, any guy that climbs out 3 steps, I have a lot of respect for him. Corey Sanders, he knows what he's here for, and he's in the ring. So, in all respect, I do have tremendous amount of respect.
And also, in fairness to Corey, we don't know what instructions were given by the handlers on, don't hit Mike in the face, don't hit him in the head, don't throw any really heavy right-hand power shots. We don't know that. But we do know one thing. He can be hit by right-hand power shots of Mike Tyson, and he would have been knocked out a long time ago had he not been wearing headgear.
That's for sure.
So Mike is giving us the best possible throw he can.
And nobody's leaving yet.
No,
nobody's leaving.
Left. Because there's always the anticipation of what might happen when Mike Tyson's in the ring. And I tell you, I've said it a couple of times, I'm enjoying it. I mean, this is what I expected, a sparring session.
Absolutely. Exactly. A glorified sparring session, but entertaining.
An exhibition. And this is the way Ali fought exhibitions, Joe Louis
That's
fought
what I'm saying.
exhibitions.
That's the point. He's
Tunney,
not the only one who's done it. They've done it. He's just doing it on a wide, bigger stage. That's it.
Everything that this man has done throughout his career has been magnified tenfold because of what a devastating puncher he was in his youth, and of course the notoriety that he gained for his problems outside the ring. But when he was in his prime, he was as devastating and as frightening guy to any opponent to face, and he intimidated a lot of opponents.
One of the guys that Trek Ken said, it's hard, it's imagine you can actually feel sorry for a guy who's 6'6" and 290. But good point. That's it.
Well, the people at least got a chance to see what Mike Tyson was like when he was really boxing well. Because he was, man, did he let that one fly. And that gets the crowd's attention. So Mike isn't holding back one bit, and Corey Sanders is paying the price. And I hope they're giving him a good payday. Mike trying to entertain the crowd. He said he would. And there's the bell to end the exhibition of Mike Tyson. Stop #1 in the World Tour. And again, I don't know what we all expected, but I thought we got our money's worth.
I did too.
I liked it. It was good to see Mike, and I had flashbacks every time I saw him throw that right hand and landed of some of the great knockouts that I called over the course of his career. And in that respect, it was thrilling to see him.
Yeah, but, hey,
Corey, I wish he and again, we don't know what his instructions were, so what we wish is academic. It was an exhibition, and I thought entertaining.
I thought so too.
And I don't know what more you could have expected tonight out of it.
And I'll tell you what, it's almost as entertaining as sitting next to you.
Thanks, I appreciate that. All right, we show you Mike Tyson in action in the 4th round. Watch some of these shots, Ray.
He's throwing some devastating shots. And boom! Those shots knocked out many men throughout his career. Look at that.
The uppercut.
Obviously he's not taking it easy on Corey Sanders. Oh, man! That punch had every intention of trying to take him out.
All right, Seat Williams is standing by. Seat, go ahead and take it away. We're set for you. There's Seat trying to get a bell. Don't worry about it, Seat. Just announce. Go ahead, get on.
Ladies and gentlemen, 4 rounds of exhibition boxing in the heavyweight division. Give it up for Corey T-Rex Sanders. Now keep in mind, this was not an official bout. This is and was an exhibition beginning the Tyson World Tour. Give it up for the man from Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York, now fighting out of Vegas, the youngest heavyweight champion of all time, Iron Mike Tyson.
Well, the crowd, they certainly want his photograph, but they certainly seem to appreciate the effort he turned out tonight. Mike Tyson turned in a nice performance, entertaining for the crowd. Well, Mike is standing by with Jimmy Smith. And Jimmy, go ahead, take it away.
All right, Mike, you said you wanted to have some fun. Was it fun?
Yeah, it was fun, but whoa, that's my first time boxing since my last fight. Ooh, I never knew it was as tough as I thought it would be.
You've been out of the ring 16 months, but you look pretty good. The left hand was going, and especially that overhand right, and you actually put him down in the first round.
I don't know. I don't know if he went down because he slipped and pulling back too far. But I thank everybody. I like to thank the town of Youngstown, Ohio. They did everything to make this possible, and it'll get better in many trips to come.
All right, what can we expect from you from this point out?
Right now, I'm going to go to Washington, D.C., and campaign with Michael Steele and his Republican Party. In Maryland, we have the party. I guess the fundraiser. I'm going to go there tomorrow and see my children. And then after that, I'm going to go to New York City. Then from there, London.
All right, Mike, we look forward to seeing you back in the ring very soon.
Thank you very much. It's always nice seeing you.
Mike Tyson.
All right, the kinder, softer, gentler Mike Tyson